moving on to the final topic, we have the 33rd show. No, what was the 33rd?
I don't know exactly. I think it's just like a media platform. I don't think they have like a show, do
Oh,
they?
the 33rd team. That's what it is. The
Yeah.
33rd team.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry. I thought you were asking what kind of account they
oh,
were,
man.
like a show or whatnot.
Yeah, but the 33rd team posted their top 10 rushing, or is it top 10 or top seven? Top seven
It's
rushing.
top 7 rushing attacks for the 2023 season.
Yeah, and the Bears were left off of it. I believe the 49ers were left off as well.
No, 49ers are at third.
49ers at third.
Yeah, which is So they have
I can't get this.
I'll give y'all a list. We'll have it up here on my screen too. But the number one spot are the Ravens. Number 2 are the Packers. 3 Niners. 4 Titans. 5 Eagles. 6 Jets. 7 Colts.
What's funny about it to me is even for 5 for the Eagles, and this isn't to knock the Eagles rushing attack. I do think they have a great rushing attack. I think they led the league in rushing last year. So, but they put Jalen Hurts and Philly's running backs. Like, how little effort did you put into this to where you like didn't even just Google their depth chart and put the running backs on there?
Yeah. No, dude, I was shocked when I saw this. Mostly because the Bears just led the league in rushing last season, and they are returning 2 out of the 3 top rushing threats they had on that team.
Yeah, this is a very unserious list. Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson are number 7. And they've never played a game together. They've not they've been a preseason game. How do you put them at 7 out of 32 when they've never played together?
I mean, look at 6. Breece Hall and Michael Carter. Okay, Hall is good.
Yeah, for sure.
But number 6.
And he didn't even play a whole year last year.
No, what he played like maybe half.
I think it was like half.
Yeah.
And then to sit here now, Derrick Henry at number 4. Derrick Henry and Tajay Spears number 4. And then you got Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon at number 2. Like,
I mean, they're solid. They should probably be on there, but at number 2.
Yeah, I mean, for sure they're solid. I mean, again, speaking about the running back conversation, AJ Jones is another one that just took a team-friendly deal to stay in Green Bay. He had to take a pay cut after a great year. But yeah, definitely number 2. No, I mean, to me personally, I would probably put the Eagles at 1. I'd probably put the Niners at 2. I'd probably put the Ravens at 3. I'd probably then put the Bears at 4. The Packers are good at 5, and then I'd probably put the Titans at 6, just because it is just Derrick Henry on himself. And again, if an injury does happen, you lose your entire rushing attack. And then for 7, I don't think I'd put anyone else on this list at 7.
Yeah. I think Chicago at 4 is fair. It's just, dude, like, I don't get how they're not even top 7 on this list. Fields just ran for 1,100 yards.
Who does a top 7? It's top 5, top 10. Even numbers, guys. Nice, solid numbers to use. Top 7?
Yeah.
Why don't you just do a top 9? Why don't you do a top, 3.5 then? Fuck it.
Yeah. It's not, and they really picked 7. Because I could see as a case that like they had 32 teams ranked, and there's like a screenshot of just like the 7. No, it literally says ranking. It says ranking the top 7. Like, it's not like ranking 32 rushing attack and just a screenshot of like the 7.
Yeah, like if you click on the link, here's the full thing. Like this.
Yeah,
is
no, it literally says ranking top 7. Like, it's a random ass number. I don't know, man.
That's funny to me, Jonathan. And that's one of those things where you can tell us. Maybe that's what this segment needs to be about. How to identify clickbait for viewers. I mean, if a guy goes a top 7 over a top 5 and top 10 and puts a guy that tandem that have never played a game together, clickbait.
Yeah.
And then the picture they use a picture of Jalen Hurts, and I'm pretty sure, is that a receiver or is that
first number is 1, I think.
Oh, I think it might be Carter Bidwell, who's like that receiver who converted.
Oh yeah, he's number 14. So that makes sense.
So, but they have the picture they're using for the article as the number 5 team. The team that would widely be considered probably the number 1. That's who something's clickbait. You didn't even put the number 1 team in your picture.
Yeah, for sure. And I was going to say too, like maybe they're banking on the fact that the Bears won't run it as much with Fields, which lowers their overall like ranking, but they're still gonna run it with Fields, dude.
If that's your argument, then Lamar Jackson should be down too, because they just got rid of Greg Roman, who was like big on the running and running quarterbacks, like he was like Colin Kaepernick's offensive
Yeah.
coordinator when he was with the
Oh,
Niners.
sure. Yeah.
They just got rid of him and went with a guy that's more like a passing attack kind of offensive coordinator. So
That is
if
a good
that's the
point.
case, then he should be lower too.
So they're basically just shitting on like the Bears, basically. Like they're
I think,
yeah.
well, what's funny is that's an indirect shit. They're actually shitting on the Eagles because again, they used the Eagles in the picture. The Eagles were widely considered the number one rushing attack last year, and they put them at 5 and didn't even bother to put the running backs' names in the freaking title. Like they looked at the Tennessee Titans backup running back and put him in there, but didn't bother to look up who the hell plays running back for the Eagles.
And then they just got Swift, which is a pretty big name. Like you think they put that on there, like.
But you looked up the Ravens backup running back with, I'm sorry, not backup running. We have Lamar Jackson, and then you have their starting running back, and then the backup running back to that. You managed to slide Debo onto here for the Niners, but didn't even bother to Google who the hell plays running back for the Eagles. That's just you can see it's a very unserious clickbaity list. And again, the Bears, I think it was like a thought they didn't even think about. But I think the main group they were trying to piss off was for sure Philly fans.
Bro, what really got me fucking dumbfounded is just like the Jets, man. They've got Aaron Rodgers too. Like, you really think they're going to run the ball for a total of like 15 to 2,000 yards?
Well, maybe. I mean,
I don't see it.
I think they still run a lot of play action. In order to set up the play action, you do need to have a strong run game. And you do have Breece Hall, who had the signs of being a star running back last year. We know he's got the talent. He had that at Iowa State. So maybe they do, just like take some of the pressure off of Aaron Rodgers of, hey, boot out, play action off of this. So maybe that's what they do end the season at, is that 15 to 2,000 yards. But yeah, again, like I said, you can just look at it, a lot of this.
I just don't see that. I mean, let's look at. Wish I could find here. Give me 1 second here.
I mean, Breece Hall could probably get 1,200 by himself. Then Michael Carter just needs to get about 300 there to get into the 1,500 range.
So I guess that's a pretty good range because the Bears ran for 3,000 yards last year total, and they're at number 1.
What did the Eagles run for?
1 second here.
Because I remember them talking last year, the Eagles had the number 1 rushing attack, followed by the 49ers. So maybe it was yards per carry was what they were basing it off of, not total yards.
Total rushing yards 2,500.
So maybe it was yards per carry.
Oh man, I don't know. That just doesn't seem.
Yeah.
Okay, so even with the same philosophy, they might run it with Breece and Carter instead of the play action. They're not running enough though to be top 6.
No.
Like I just don't see that.
No. But again, like I said, we know 33rd Teams has a tendency to put some clickbaity stuff up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's unfortunate for Bears fans because again, I don't think they're even trying to like shit on you guys. I just don't even think they ever give it a thought about shitting on you guys.
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I wasn't too offended because honestly, like, I don't want them to run fields for 1,100 yards this year.
No, but if they wanted to, that would definitely make them a top rushing attack.
It just seemed like a shot. Like that's what it seemed like. We just came off. I mean, only the Bears could do last year was run the ball. They were the best rushing team by a good margin, I think. And they're not even top 7 for this year's rushing attack based off the 33rd team list, whatever, bro.
Well, I wonder how the Falcons fans must feel because they had a guy, and if we're going off of rookies being on here, they had a guy last year that ran for, I think, 1,200 yards, Tyler, and then they drafted Bijan Robinson. Shouldn't they be on this list?
True.
I mean, the Raiders still have Josh Jacobs. Shouldn't they be on this list? I mean, it's just, it just seems like a guy that just took, I'm sorry, 2 guys. It's Charles Davis, our favorite broadcaster.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He's part of the reason I stopped playing Madden.
Yeah, you think so? Really? I stopped playing Madden because the game just like sucks.
The game sucks. But I got so tired of listening to his bad commentary on the game. I was like, I can't play this anymore. This is so bad.
Yeah. That's so funny.
So yeah, so if Charles Davis is on this, yeah, that tells me all I need to know about this list.
I mean, I want to see how many total rushing yards the Packers had last season.
2,372 yards.
Did they really just?
That was bullshit. I'm kidding.
Like you just have like Google in your brain.
Watch it really be
you're close. There's 2,113 yards.
Damn it.
So you're close. But okay, so even like given that example, the Bears ran for 1,000 yards more close to it than the Packers did, and the Bears are off his list, and the Packers are number 2.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No, yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.